Good morning, everybody. Hello. Good morning. Hey, it's good to see you today. I'm glad that you have chosen to be with us for this time of worship this morning. It is a great day to be in the house of the Lord, and we are so excited that you've chosen to be with us for worship this morning. My name is Wade Lott. I'm the senior pastor. If I've not had an opportunity to greet you and visit with you, we just want you to know we are honored that you've chosen to be with us, and we just pray the Lord's blessing upon you as you worship this morning. I've got a few announcements to get us started. This morning, next Sunday morning, immediately following this service, we will be having a baptism service in the lake. So we've got a few that need to follow through in baptism. We're going to leave here next Sunday morning right after this service. We're going to head over to Miss Virginia Palmer's. She has a boat ramp there. We'll use that ramp for our service. So I just wanted to make sure to let you know about that. So next Sunday, come, plan to go to the lake with us and view the baptism and be a part of that service, and then we'll get after our Memorial Day weekend plans. And it'll be a great way to start the Memorial Day weekend is with baptism. So looking forward to that, and I hope you'll come and be a part of it. June the 2nd is our annual homecoming services. We'll be having those at 8:30 as well as at 10:45, just normal worship times. Thomas Hammond, who is the executive director of the Georgia Baptist Mission Board, Thomas will be joining us and bringing the message that morning, and looking forward to him being back with us. Thomas is a great friend and a wonderful preacher. We're going to be celebrating 185 years as a church, and so praise the Lord for that. Great testimony of God's faithfulness in this community. But following the service that afternoon at 5 o'clock in the afternoon up at Hamilton Gardens, over at the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, we're going to be having a picnic, and we want to invite you to come and be a part of that. The picnic is going to happen again at Hamilton Gardens. You go into the fairgrounds, you turn right like you're going to park, and then it's all the way up above the parking area is where that pavilion is located. We as a church are going to be providing fried chicken, and what's better for a church picnic than fried chicken, right? We are Baptists, right? So we want you to come and bring all of the sides that go along with that, and we will have a great time and a great meal together. And so I hope that you'll make your plans. Again, that is on June the 2nd. The following week, on June the 9th, we begin our Vacation Bible School. Now, Vacation Bible School is always a big deal at our church. We have a lot of children that come, and so we want to encourage you to go to our website. That website address is mbchiawassee.org. If you've got kids that are planning to come, if you would go to that website and click on the link that says VBS 2024, if you'll click on that link and go ahead and get them pre-registered, that gives us an idea of how to be prepared for Vacation Bible School. Also, it's an opportunity if you would like to volunteer to help. You can sign up to volunteer to help at that same link, And that'll give you an opportunity to come and see what God is doing through our Vacation Bible School. So just wanted to share those announcements with you, encourage you to be a part of all that's going on. So very grateful, again, for our first-time guests. If you are a first-time guest, at the end of the service, if you would come to the foyer area in the back here, there's a desk. It's our welcome center. We want to ask you to come by there and fill out a card. We've got a gift that we'd like to give you and say thank you for being with us this morning. We're going to begin our service this morning. As you notice, we've got a poster on the pulpit and some stuff on our table down here. Today, we are celebrating Compassion International Sunday. Compassion is a wonderful organization that takes care of children all around the world, and we want to share with you a little bit about how you can be involved with Compassion International. Joel Kinsey has been our point person for Compassion for several years now. I think we discovered it's about 14 years that we've been doing Compassion Sunday here at the church, and so she's going to come and share a little bit about what Compassion International is, how you can be involved, and then she's going to give you an invitation to be a part of what God is doing through Compassion. So Joel, come and share with us this morning.
Good morning. Glad to have everybody here, and overexcited to be a part of a church that is so mission oriented. We don't only do Lottie Moon and Annie Armstrong, yes, that helps support the missionaries that goes in all these different countries that carries God's word, but we get to be a close connection sponsor with Operation Christmas Child during Christmas time and Compassion International in the spring. And you get to have that one-on-one relationship with Compassion with a child. So as Pastor said, we've been doing Compassion Sundays here for 14 years. And I want to share a Bible verse with you that Compassion is one of their mission statements, and they're leading for us to love and in truth and in deed, for us to be able to have that opportunity to give. In 1 John chapter 3, verse 17, 18, and 19, but who hath in his world good, and seeth his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth the love of God in him? My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. And hereby we know that we are of truth, and shall assure our hearts before him. Now, this is a King James Version, so when it's saying within our hearts, in the depths of our hearts. If we truly love, how do we not share with those that we see that are in need with us? And that is one of their mission statements with Compassion. And the ultimate, I didn't share with the first service. I did share a different story with the first service, but the ultimate sacrifice of love we see is Jesus on the cross. I mean, I'm sorry. I might go to the cross for my children that I gave birth to, but I don't know that I love all y'all enough to go to the cross for all of you. But Jesus did. And he went to that cross, and he hung in humility. I mean, he was giving of his life and giving of his love so we could be the carriers of his love throughout generations to those who are in need with us. And Compassion has always gone by the Great Commission that we are to go and tell the good news of Jesus Christ through Compassion. We're going to play a video in just a few minutes that's going to tell you a story of a child who did receive a sponsor and how her life was changed by that. But I want to go over just a couple of things before you do that, and I will be at the table at the end of the service. If you have any questions, please come out and feel free to look through the pamphlets or ask any questions. But if you look at them and you decide, I don't really know if I want to commit to taking on a child, it is a monthly donation that you give. It's $43 a month. That covers their food, their clothes. It covers their vaccines. It covers their growth, because Compassion can take them in and they do a complete Bible study. They do a complete kit. And not only does it affect the child, but it affects the family of that child, because the child goes home and shares with their family. So it's very widespread. But if you decide that you do not want to commit today, there's pamphlets up there. It says Why Compassion. And this will tell you, if you're not sure if you want to sponsor, You can read about it, you can pray about it, and if you decide to do it, they have a QR code in here, or they have a little paper that you can mail out to Compassion, and they can assign you a child, or you can go online and pick a child, and they will be in contact with you about that. We also have the girls on this side, the boys are on this side. I did separate them, so if you want a boy or a girl. We have children here that has been up to 400 days without a sponsor. So I specifically asked for pamphlets this year that those that were in maybe a high sex trafficking area, high poverty area, which most of them are in poverty areas, but some are more than others, and then those who have been waiting a long time. And David shared with me after the first service the video, because he got to go and visit with his Compassion child. They do give you that opportunity, and if they're going